Hey there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. And we're starting out a new week with a clean shaven face. Things are happening, so I may be on the move, I'm not sure yet. But we'll get back to that when time comes. Anyways, we are doing the episode we do at the beginning of every week, which is called This Week. This week basically just talks about what I'm going to be doing on the channel for the week that's coming up. I was doing this for a long while, and then I decided I would try something different. I didn't really like the way that was going, so I got something on the screen there. So I decided to go back to it, and here we are. So we don't have much going on this week. I'm not doing any mini-series. I've got a load of stuff I have to do, so I decided to put it off for another week, and we'll do one next week possibly. However, we do have Ben coming back. Yes, he's back after his month-long hiatus, and we have a new show. Plus, we are going to go back to Ben's album challenge starting next week. So the new show, I haven't actually officially got a title for it yet, but it's a concept that me and him discussed. Actually, it was his concept, and we had a discussion about how we were going to do it. So we're going to do that show on Friday nights, and I'll get to that once we do this chronological thing. So the first episode that we normally do, other than this one, it comes out Monday night, which is called Monday Night's Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. The album we're doing this week is, let's see if I can get up close enough so you can see it. Yes, the Magical Mystery Tour from the Beatles. Probably one of my favorite Beatles albums. It was one originally that wasn't in the discography. It was considered a American release only, but they do have an EP release of this as well for England. I think it's about 19 minutes or so long. This one's, of course, about 36 or 37 minutes long and has all the stuff on it that I really like. A lot of those one-off kind of singles that they did, plus some stuff that was never released and B-sides and stuff like that. And they put this album together just before they went to see the Maharishi. They were actually supposed to go see the Maharishi, and then Paul McCartney wanted to do this, so that's what they were doing. So we're going to be doing this album for your Monday nights look back at a classic rock album, the Magical Mystery Tour. Okay, so the next show that usually comes out is a alternate show. So you have two, one called Ranking the Songs Off of an Album, the other one called Album Sides. It's Album Sides' turn this week, and the album side I've chosen to do is one that I really love, and so we're going to be doing side 2 of Rainbow Rising. Yes, for most of you who will know that features Stargazer and Light in the Black. Stargazer, of course, fairly well known, awesome song, and then A Light in the Black doesn't get nearly as much attention, but it's not that far behind. Like, it's a really, really strong song. So that's what we're going to be. Rainbow Rising for album sides this week, side 2. Next up, we're going to be doing Favorites, which comes out on Wednesday night. And this week I've decided it's time for another ranking. I haven't done one for a while. I think the last one, maybe the Genesis one, I think. Maybe it was the last one. Anyways, I've decided to do the Pink Floyd ranking. This one won't be in that ranking because it's a live album, but I do like this live album quite a bit. But I just grabbed one off the shelf, and it turned out to be this one. So we'll be doing the live ranking, or the studio albums of Pink Floyd on Wednesday. I have all but the last one, Endless River, and the Final Cut, which neither of these are going to feature very high up in the list anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. But the rest of them I have, and so we'll be ranking the Pink Floyd albums for Wednesday. Okay, next up is episode of What's New, which comes out Thursday night at 8 o'clock, of course, every week. This week we're doing Pineapple Tree and their new album, which I forgot to write down the title of the album on my list. However, we'll be doing the new Pineapple Tree album this week. This is a band I don't have hardly any experience with that I know of, so it'll be really interesting for me because I like that new stuff as well as getting to know a band that's been around for a fairly lengthy time and is well known. So interesting opportunity for me to listen to something different that I haven't before. And I'm not even sure why I never listened to this before. I think it's just so much going on and so much listening for it, and I don't look for it when I'm out there. So if I don't look for it, I'm not going to see it, and therefore I'm not going to have it. And then the last episode will be on the Friday night, which is the new show that me and Ben are putting together. He actually came up with this idea of how he wanted to do it, and I'm just going to be the prosecutor of it, if you prefer. So this will be a kind of a ranking album. It's going to be a ranking of albums. He's going to give me 4 albums, and I'm going to rank them how I see fit after I listen to them. And then the number 1 album of that, the one that I rank the highest, will go on. And when we get we're either going to do 8 of these and then do a kind of 2 semifinals and a final, like put the 4 winners and then have a final with the 2 winners. I'm thinking that's how it's going to happen. Or he might do a 16 one, in which case we'll have 4 quarterfinals, then we'll have 4 albums left for the finals. Or so I guess it would be semis and then finals. It'll be one of those 2. He hasn't really decided, and neither have I. I don't see any point in making a decision about it till we see how it goes. And we'll start that this Friday. That'll be open. As for his other show that he used to do, so one of the shows we're going to discontinue, the Great Album Challenge. We're going to discontinue that because we're going to do this instead. But we're going to continue with Ben's Album Challenge, and he's going to give me that on Sunday, so that'll be on this week for next week. As far as the future goes, no plans to do any monthly stuff for the foreseeable future. I may, and in fact I know for sure I will be doing a lot more mini-series. I have a half a dozen of them in the books right now that I'm prepping to do, and just deciding on which one I want to do and what week I want to do it in. So we'll likely do probably at least one next week. It may be a weekly one, like I did with the Kiss Originals, where I do one episode every whatever night I choose, and just do that until it's all done. That may be the one that I'm going to do for drummers. And then the other one, I have 2 or 3 other ones. I haven't decided which one. They'll be like a week-long one, like the last one I did, which was the alternate universe. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed, I hope you enjoy those mini-series as much as I like doing them. The reason I like doing them over a month-long one, the month-long ones take an extraordinary amount of time, especially if they're requiring me to listen to a ton of stuff. Whereas these mini-series I can put together fairly good and extensively, and then put them out one episode after another for 5 days and then have a bit of a break. So that's why I tend to lean more towards them. Plus other people do those month-long series and they've got a kind of monopoly on them, and I don't really want to take somebody else's thunder too much. So not that I could, but I don't want to anyways. I would rather do something a little bit more of my own style. So anyways, that's what's happening for this week and in the foreseeable future. I foresee some things that I may take on. I was actually still hoping to do my live stream on Saturdays, but it just hasn't really worked out work-wise, so that's why I haven't continued with it. But as soon as I'm able to get a more structured thing, then I will do a more weekly thing, and I'll set it up for whatever day I think is the best day to have it on. And then, of course, we will also do some one-offs as well, which I may do 1 or 2 one-offs this week if time permitting. I have a couple things in mind that I might do, but I'm not going to say anything until I'm sure of that. And there's nothing in the past really much to say other than I've enjoyed having everybody come and make their comments. Comments are always good because then it shows me that people are interested. And if they make comments on something they didn't understand or that, then I can correct that when I'm making the video so that I can kind of do away with the misunderstandings. I don't want to create any kind of misunderstanding about something. Anyway, so that's it for this week. I hope that you will attend the videos. If you like this episode, please hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Any comments about what's going on or any suggestions, you can put those in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the content. And we will see you soon. Take care and goodbye.